This Satan yet alive. Then Elisha knew where he was. And he said, the leprosy that Naaman had, now it's yours. That was the reward he got. Why am I saying this? Because even in ministry, we say we believe in Christ, He is the overcomer. I'm also going to be the overcomer. One thing I need to overcome is my nature also. My sinful nature that will come up again and again and again. Using what is good, legitimate, for my own purpose, for my own glory, my own profit, which can be very practical. From the eyes of the world, it is okay. But from God's point of view, it may not be okay. And this is where the difference lies. We will see if we can really overcome those temptations. Okay? You're awake? I am famous for making people sleep. But I have not succeeded yet. I have not succeeded yet. So you're still awake. Now, if you talk of temptation, I want to just think of the temptation of Jesus. What happened in the temptation of Jesus? You all know that. He had 3 tests. And let's put it up. Matthew chapter 4, verses 1 to 11. Legitimate physical needs. Jesus had not eaten for 40 days, and he was hungry. He was tired. Anyone has tried 40 days fasting? Some of you have tried? Praise God. Yeah. Our Indonesian pastor here, every year in Fongtia, he has 40 days fasting every year. Not because he wants to reduce weight. He has not reduced weight much, even after 40 days. But his kind of fasting is different from Jesus Christ's fasting. They drink water, and all kinds of liquids, so that they are not dehydrated. In the time of Jesus, he might have occasionally sicked, but it is believed that he did not even sick. He could have been exhausted, dehydrated, and weak, and hungry. So, when Satan tempted Jesus, it was a legitimate physical need. And that was where the temptation came. Jesus overcame that by seeing why the devil had to tempt him. Many of us have legitimate physical needs. They are neutral. Sometimes they are needed, helpful. But we have to think again. Is the best way for an overcomer to understand what God's purpose in my legitimate needs? Or do I justify it for my own purpose and pleasure? Or because other people say it is not wrong? I have to think through that. Please think through that. Satan will come again and again to your physical, legitimate needs. And you might abuse it, you might misinterpret it, you might justify it, and you might even use scripture, like the devil did. Mention when the Bible read about Jesus, and quickly answer it. And the next one also was from the scripture, signs and wonders. There is a place for signs and wonders in the church, in the believer. Many people get converted because of signs and wonders and miracles. And there's a legitimate place. And Satan is using signs and wonders to tempt Jesus. Something very common in ministry. Yet, when Satan uses it, it's for a different meaning. If you use this, if you jump from this high tower, and the angels will lift you up, everyone will see that indeed you are the true Messiah, and they will follow you. Big temptation. A shortcut to Calvary. Then he doesn't need to go to Calvary. He doesn't need to die on the cross. Because people already believe, see the miracle. Is that what happens when people see miracles? Jesus knew in his life that all those who saw miracles, even those who saw Lazarus coming from the dead, alive again, many of them turned back. They did not follow him. When he was hung on the cross, no, where were they if they believed in miracles? The test, Satan comes in signs, wonders, and miracles. And Jesus overcame that. The third one, what is the one? Power, glory, and wealth. Now, I put NIV and ESV. NIV Bible says power and glory and wealth by the English Standard Version. Because they interpret the word, the Greek word, into this. The King James Version does not have that. So, it means he was tempted concerning power, concerning glory, concerning wealth, all that included. If you do these things, if you just bow down before me, I will make you rich. I will make you powerful. I'll make you the Messiah. People will accept you. Of course, Satan may have the power to some extent to do these things. But Jesus knew that he was not from God. And he was able to stand in the toughest, deadliest temptation ever. And he could discern what was spiritual truth and what was the deception of lies. And so he overcame. Praise God. That is the God we worship. But it also makes us think on these things. Our legitimate physical needs need to be questioned. Our signs, wonders, and miracles need to be questioned again and again. Is it for man's glory or God's glory? Who gets the glory? Who does the actual miracle? Power, glory, and wealth. Even that we have to question every step. Or even though the prosperity theology does not come from the Philippines, it does not come from Russia, it comes from America. And many people are willing to follow, and the poor countries are willing to follow because they want to be rich, because they believe that's a blessing from God. Satan misused Scripture for legitimate needs. We need to guard ourselves using Scripture when we think prosperity theology is my way of doing things. Others do it. It comes. And just because an American preacher, evangelist, or TV says that, maybe that's the golden truth from the angel of heaven. Just because it comes from America, it's true. It is not always true. Ask the there. Ask him. Everything from America, he may not accept it. And you'd rather go to the Russians than the Chinese. We have to discern what is the spiritual truth through the example of the overcomer who said, I have overcome. That is our God. Amen? Amen. Is it getting tough? Okay. Then, the next one is Jesus is the victorious one. Eternally victorious overcomer. He overcomes for all time, every time, and we are his followers. So we sang this, actually, we sang in a different way. All the, I believe in God the Father, I believe in God the Son, the three in one. I believe in the Holy Spirit, I believe in the church. All that, we want to see it from the overcomer's point of view. From his point of view, overcomer overcame the world and its systems. Not that all systems are wrong, but it can be abused, misinterpreted, and used by Satan to deflect us, to take us away from God's way of doing things. Even though it might look good, it might be accepted by certain people, not necessarily Americans only, but many others from Africa, from India, from Philippines. They accept it normally in their culture. We have to question that. Our motives and our systems, it has to be overemphasized that this is the lifestyle of the overcomer. He overcame the devil, then on our behalf. Now, he overcame all this. If you go to a Bible school, anyone thinking of going to a Bible college? No, you're not thinking, okay, fine. If later you plan on going to a Bible school, you might ask a question always. Was it Jesus, the human being, or is Jesus God, the divine, who is saying all these things? If he is going to be our example, he could say all these things as a human being. He was 100% human being. And so he sets an example by going in the perfect will of God, depending on him. He could, in faith, say, all this as a human being, I have overcome the world. So that you and I can also say, I have overcome the world. So he overcame sin and its power, hell. He overcame human nature to fulfill God's divine will. Okay, there's one place overcame sin and its power. As it applies to us, we can overcome. But the salvation God gives by dying as a sacrifice, that we cannot do as a human being. But all before his final sacrifice, he could do that. Amen? Wait. Okay, take a deep breath. Jesus said, I have conquered the world. Is that in your Bible? Maybe not. It's in the English Standard Version. No, it's in another translation of the Greek by Hendrickson. He translates that verse, I have conquered the world. And this is what we are. We are followers of the man who said, I have conquered the world. Okay, let's go to the next one. Then we have overcoming life. Getting tired? No, not yet. 1 John 5:4. And this is what happens if we overcome the world. Let's read 1 John 5, chapter 4. Everyone born of God overcomes the world. Amen?
Amen.
This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Not just my small little faith, but faith in the person who overcame. When I believe him, I trust him. Since he is the overcomer, and I follow him, I'm his child, therefore I'm also an overcomer. Amen? Does that logic suit you? And Jesus said, 16, St. John chapter 16, I am with you, or no, Matthew chapter 28, last verse. Lo, I am with you always, even unto the ends of the earth. Amen. This is overcoming life, how you can experience. Okay, if you forget everything that I said in the past, please don't forget this. Okay? Amen. So you have to keep awake again. How can you have overcoming life? Forget everything that I said in the past. If you do. But now it's very important. All that I've said, the important thing lies here. How can I be an overcomer? I always fail. I always do the things I don't want to do. People make fun of me. So if they make fun of me, I'm afraid they will continue to make fun of me if I do this way. But we sang, the world may leave me, still I will follow. I'm willing. We sang. Are we singing lies? No. I must remember this. By faith in what Christ has accomplished, I will stand alone if necessary. Matthew 28 says, I am with you always. That is one secret. I must, by faith, believe Jesus in the Spirit is with me all the time. Amen? Amen. Consciousness, deliberate consciousness of His presence. Are you conscious of Jesus when you lose your temper? When you're angry? When somebody criticizes you? Somebody takes away something? You feel injustice? He is with us always. In my suffering, in my sickness, in my tribulations, in my accidents. I cannot just say, it is my weakness, it's the flesh, carne. No. Jesus will be with me. And we're going to settle the matter there. Will Jesus be with you when you sleep? Isn't that the song that we sing? You childhood, you teach your children or not? When I lay me down to sleep, that song. The angels keep and so on. Jesus is with us when we sleep, when we eat, so we give thanks. When we do anything, we are supposed to give thanks to Him. How about when you are in your work, in your job? Yes, He's there. Supposing you have a misunderstanding with someone and you had a quarrel, or maybe you had a fight, is Jesus with you? Or Jesus left, that's why we fought. Jesus is still with you. He is watching. That makes all the difference. Whether you're going to fight or not. Whether you're going to say that word. Whether that word is being formed in your mind already. Jesus knows that. So He knows our motives also. Deep inside. I'm with you always is not just physical, but spiritual, emotional, psychological, in every sense. In the soul, He is with us. Amen? Therefore, what should I think? What should my motive be? How should I make decisions? All that has to come under the scrutiny of the presence of God. By faith, we believe He's there. When you go to the bathroom, He's there. When you watch TV, He's there. When you flicker through your phone, He's there. What should you watch? What should you listen? What should you do? He is there. Amen? Does that help you to be holy as He is holy? In mind, in action, in word. If it's going to be a struggle, Satan is going to come and say, it's all right. Everybody does it. The scripture says this and this. He is with you always. Praise God. Not just in difficulties and sickness, but in every situation, every decision, He is there. He won't leave you. Amen?
Amen.
Okay. Commit everything to His Lordship. Second, by faith, we commit everything to God. That is my message every time. I try to say, I have to commit everything to God. My decisions, my thoughts, my concerns, my temptations, my problems, everything I commit to His Lordship. I must learn to commit it every day. And He will help me to deal with it. Because He's the overcomer. He will overcome. And I want to live the life of an overcomer until He comes. I want to be that overcomer. So I share His life of overcoming all these trials, all these problems, all these needs. Little by little, until major decisions come. And I can share His victory and rejoice. So, if you're going to be conscious of Jesus every time, everywhere, His presence, that means to help Him, you might be able to sing all the time, or maybe to pray, or to thank Him constantly. Now, finally, I want to end this. When somebody found this truth, by faith, Jesus accomplished all these things for me and for you. Sorry. Okay, thank you. When someone found that this overcoming life can be mine by faith of what Christ has done, all I have to accept is commit everything to Him, realize that His conscious presence with me every time, and that I'm trying to share and live a life of victory. Then he found that out. And you know what he said? He said something when he realized the secret. We'll find that in Romans 8:37. I think. Yeah, Romans 8:37. What did he say? We are more than conquerors. Paul was overwhelmed when he realized Jesus did everything, and I must do everything in my power and ability to follow and to grab this big truth of overcoming. And then what he found? This is the whole life history. You ask some of the preachers, same things. You ask yourself these same points. Is it true? Or you're trying to see these things happening? Overflowing joy in afflictions. What kind of afflictions have you faced? You look into Paul's afflictions, 2 Corinthians. Chapter 6, chapter 11 also. All the afflictions that he faced is something beyond what most of us may never face. It was terrible, unheard of, and yet he was alive. And in the midst of all that, he found the secret of having joy. If you are an overcomer, your afflictions will bring also that not deliberate or pretending, but pure spiritual joy that is going to be effective. You'll find all things work together. We can have a lot of stories, I think some of you have, how a small incident in the past when I was a child happened and it continued to influence me, and I realized it happened in such a wonderful way. God watches and plans your way in a marvelous setting, and it is beyond our imagination how God can bless our lives and our attempts to live that overcoming life. I've shared some of these personally. Some of you heard it many, many times. And for me, I say it because it helps me to realize it is God who overcame. And that I can rejoice. And I can let other people know that it is worth seeing that God overcomes all situations. God's glory manifested in your life. Now, I don't mean that your face shines like Moses did, and they see the face shining or painted. But I mean, from your life, even the little that you did, maybe a little sacrifice here, a little giving there, a little help here, somehow people were blessed, and they thank God for it. I'm always grateful for this. A very small incident, may I share? I was helping one of the dentist research scholars and practitioner in writing up his article for the American Dental Association magazine. His English was not too good, so he asked me. I said, okay, I'll do the best I can. You can ask other people also, but I helped him, and he got it printed on a magazine that was very good for his own position, for his own agenda, I mean, curriculum vitae, biography. It was good for that. He was looking for a job that is going to be good for him. He was so grateful. He's not a Christian, but he was very grateful. And he said, how much do I owe you? How can I pay you? And I was so happy. I said, like Prophet Elisha, you don't need to pay me. But I was not rude like Elisha. I said it very politely. We came here to help to Taiwan. We want to help anyone possible. But, you know, Chinese, they have that put on the low, very strong. And they want to give back something. So he made a big glass, what do you call it, a decoration, thanking me for your help. And he had a picture of Jesus. And he said, you are like Jesus to me. I was just helping him in grammar. And to him, it was like Jesus helping him. He was flattering me, or he knew something. To me, it was a boost to my ego. I liked it. But I could still say, God's glory was manifested to an unbeliever. And here I am willing to help without money. A difficult job to him. And so I would say there were incidents like this, here and there. And I find God's glory can be manifested. I know many of you can do greater things. And God's glory is to be manifested in each one of our lives, in the small as well as in the big. You can do it. And God will be glorified. Amen? Then your life will be endless praise, and thanksgiving, and worship. Is that a life that you all want to live as a Christian?